Hey guys, it's Mommy Cray Cray and
Naiah.
So we have something we need to talk about yet again. So I'm gonna let Naiah talk about it because this is her situation, and I just found out about it last night. And as soon as I found out, I was like, we need to make a video about this. We can't. Yeah. So go ahead. Why don't you talk about it?
So guys, what happened was last night I was bored and I was like, let me log into Roblox because it logged me out, people. It does this all the time and everybody knows how hard it is to log into Roblox. And then when I start logging in, for some reason I'm like, what's going on? Because I have my password, the verification code, it won't let me log in. And it keeps like going to my account, block out. Going to my account, blocking out. So then I go online and log in, and then it shows me, let me pull this up for you guys.
And we'll show it on the screen. Sorry guys, this is very impromptu.
This is what it shows me.
So basically, Naiah's account was got banned for 7 days. And the notes on here, as you can see, it says Roblox does not permit discriminatory speech, content, or actions based on race or ethnic origin, national origin, religion or religious affiliation, gender identity, or sexual orientation. So, as you can see on here, Naiah got hit by I guess she was told that she was under harassment, that her account was banned because she was harassing other people. Now, I want you to look at what Roblox considers harassment on their platform. And keep in mind, this wasn't just like some robot that did this. This was reviewed, and after the review, the reviewer decided that this was
appropriate.
When she was 9, when she put it out there, because she did it at the end of the year last year, her birthday's Christmas Day, and she's 10 now. So my 9/10-year-old was discriminating against other people because of this.
So I'm gonna read this, but it says reason for harassment, so I'm not making anything up because there's a photo here. Black Lives Matter, I have all the, the hands.
They can see
Then
it.
I have no lives matter until black ones do. Say my name, BLM, shout out to Black Lives Matter. But that is considered harassment.
All right, so yet again,
Story, though.
There's more to the story. So why don't you tell why you have that on there, and then we can get into the tea about this a little bit more.
So we were playing these games, me and my friends, and it was, all these people were saying bad things about black people, Black Lives Matter, and all of this. And anyways, I'm like, okay, well, we need to do something about this, stand up. And so then I started putting this on my profile. I bought merch, which you'll see on my profile. And then so she bought, which will pop up a picture, she bought merch to support Black Lives Matter creators who were in YouTube who created merch. So she bought that merch and was wearing it, and that was also removed. So yeah, that was removed. And while I got banned, one of the saddest things was we have a Roblox premium, and because I got banned for doing something that wasn't even wrong, I didn't get my monthly premium or anything of that. And then one of the weirdest things was we were playing games. Everything was fine when I was playing Roblox, and I took a break. And then when I log in, you won't even believe this. When I log in, my account, like the profile thing that I specifically wrote that you can't delete, like no matter what you do, they deleted it. And then I had to redo it completely. And the problem was there's so many other inappropriate things on Roblox. So why is this something that they need to review or something bad? Because it's not like this is just a mistake or something like that, because it says review, people, on the 30th, and it says banned for 7 days. It's been banned for 2 months because it's February.
Because you know why? Unless she agrees that she did something wrong, unless she clicks that check button that says, yes, I was harassed, she has to actually own that her saying Black Lives Matter is harassment speech to others.
I have to reactivate
in order to get her account reactivated. And no, that's not happening. And so this started because I had no clue. Let me just put this out there. When she brought this to me yesterday,
I texted her.
And she texted me.
I
was in my room, she was upstairs, and I was just like, I couldn't understand, because I was like, well, what adult wrote this for you? And then she told me she wrote it. And I was like, since when? She was like, I did it at the end of last year. You know, and Naiah is politically savvy. She's culturally savvy. She loves history. She's reading a book right now about all the presidents, like stories about their childhood. She is an engaged child. She is well beyond her years in understanding things, her compassion for people who are different, compassion for her own community, for others. You know, she's really a world changer in the making. And so one of the things I realized early, she reads a lot and she consumes a lot of information. And I used to try to steer her or try to guide her. But when I started having conversations with this girl, I realized she might be guiding me. There's things she said to me that have just been unreal. And so, you know, I'm proud of her that I had no clue she was one being harassed online by other gamers because in the rap battle they were saying nasty things about Black Lives Matter.
One person actually said, one person actually said the N-word.
Yeah, okay. So she's
the N-word.
So my child is being hit by the N-word.
And they also said the B-word.
And they called her a B on Roblox.
No, they were calling everybody who was different than them.
Everybody who was different than them. This person's not banned. This person's still allowed to be on Roblox. And this problem. This is not a one-time incident.
This has happened multiple times.
We don't talk about it, because she doesn't talk about it all the time, because she's learned that's her normal. Like,
that's just basic.
That's like you're going to get harassed because of your skin color. Sure, you'll get harassed because you're a girl or because someone doesn't like something you're wearing or things like that. Everyone has those things. But we have the added thing of this. And not only that, we'll show in here as well, from that, rather than being negative, she didn't come crying to me. She didn't complain. She wasn't mean to the people. You know what they did, her and her friends? So they had a group called the Aloha Squad. And then when this happened, they was like, no, we need to come together and form our group. And they renamed themselves, what do you mean, Black Lives Matter group?
Yeah.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter. And they started playing some games and things that had, together into having this group. And I don't know, this is difficult, and if you see any jump cuts, it's not because we are, it's just because we may be rambling off subject. But this is, I don't, what do I say to her? I bought a shirt recently, and I've been hesitant to buy any merch that says Black Lives Matter. I live in a more upscale area, and it's a very diverse area. I will give it that. We live in Orlando, Florida. We live close to Disney World. If you don't know, there's a huge diversity here, and there's a big community of people from all over the world. So we are, in fact, I would say it's the most diverse place I've ever been. It's amazing. It's beautiful. We have neighbors from China, Venezuela, Brazil, India, Pakistan, from all corners of the globe. And we've made it our mission through our fans and other people we know that I'm not sitting up talking about Black Lives Matter all the time or saying only my life matters, or we're not doing that. But what you don't realize is that I have been scared to wear the merch. I'm scared to say something because I'm so used to these micro battles that we have to face on a day-to-day basis that if I go to Home Depot and I'm wearing this shirt, I don't feel like being stared at, and I don't feel like the cashier having an attitude, or I just don't have the energy for another battle, because even though I support it and I want to wear it, but if I'm not around, if I'm not in an environment that I know specifically people are open to that, I just find I don't even have the energy to wear it or to do things. But my daughter doesn't have that reservation. I've learned it through experiences like this, not through Roblox, but through other things. So she is now being taught to silence herself. So what else did you want to show?
So what else I wanted to show? Two of these images will pop on the screen. I actually joined 2 Black Lives Matter groups, and nothing happened to that. But then I bought merch from the groups, and then it actually deleted one of my shirts.
Yeah, because the shirt says Black. So systematically, Roblox is is penalizing children who are not harassing other people. They're not putting up sexual content. They're standing up for themselves and what they believe in a way that's positive. And I just want to say this to anybody who thinks saying Black Lives Matter is political.
It's not.
It's not.
It's just
and to minimize it as a political argument, it is so, I don't even know where to begin, because if you believe that, there's such a gap between where you may be and where we are. So I'm not equipped enough to have that conversation with you if that is your belief, but just know that under no influence of me, nothing political, my daughter took it upon herself to do this. And this is the reaction you got. And it was brought on through the harassment that she received online.
Curse words. None of these people have been blocked or anything.
None of those people are blocked. They're living their best life, but she's blocked. So when you say it's political and that all lives matter, absolutely. And in fact, she had the rainbow of hands of every color. And she was 9 years old forming that opinion. And so when you come back at her or come back at us and say, no, all lives matter, absolutely, 100%. That's our belief. That's what we know. All lives matter, absolutely. But it's like, tell a person that, if you went to work one day and your coworker was crying in the corner, and you said, yeah, hey, Bill, what's wrong? What's going on today? Why are you crying? Well, I've been struggling for a long time because, my mother has a cancer diagnosis, or I've been dealing with cancer or something like that. And it's just been a real struggle. And you listen to them share that, and then they said, how can I help you? Well, could you go ahead and maybe sign this petition or get involved in this 5K or whatever it is for whatever cancer that person may have. Maybe they have pancreatic cancer, something like that. It is the equivalent of you turning to that person then and saying, why should I donate to your cancer? A lot of people have cancer. All cancer matters. And they say, but my mom is going to die. Well, a lot of people's parents are going to die. Why is yours special? My parents are going to die. Don't my parents matter too? Don't my parents matter? And that is still not even on the equivalent of what we're dealing with. What you don't understand is that no matter what other race you are in this country, no matter where you've come from, the Black experience is something wholly unique. We don't have this great history to look upon and these great people and these great pioneers. They're dripped and drabbed throughout. But the vast majority of the Black American experience is that you came from slaves. Your entire identity is tied up in struggle, captivity, oppression, and horrific things. I challenge anyone who says, well, that happened so long ago. That doesn't, things are different now. You really don't know history. You really don't understand history. And quite frankly, it hasn't been taught well enough for people to really understand it in a way that they can get it, that they can capture. To just think about it. If your entire identity, the people we look up to, who's on her shirt?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. That's who's on her shirt. Not George Washington, not, these great pioneers or things a woman fighting to be free and to free other people from slavery. These are who our leaders are, who brought us out of struggle. They didn't start on an even playing field. And I have a whole thing about this. I don't want to get into this now because, again, I'm not going to convince anybody who doesn't want to be convinced. You know what? If you're offended by this, bye. I don't have time for it. I'm tired of trying to argue. I'm tired of trying to justify my existence. I'm tired of trying to say why I can say this
without being called harassment on Roblox.
or that it's political or that, oh no, all lives matter. Where is your compassion? Where is your understanding? If that is your stance, you do not know history, or you have been taught it in a way that is not honest. This is history right now. This is what when you say it's all over, we still live it. And think about it. We're privileged. We're privileged. My daughter's popular. She's a YouTuber. We have money, and she still gets it. I said, we have to make this video.
No. Like, we have to.
And you know what other privileges? I'm a semi-attractive woman. I'm lighter skinned. I have technically good hair. But you know what? There's a lot of little kids who are on Roblox and these other platforms and these other things, and they don't have privilege. They're struggling through home situations. They're struggling through poverty, abuse, all types of things. Or you know what? They're just completely normal. But you know what? They're darker. Their hair is kinkier. They have other things people make fun of them. Or maybe not. It doesn't matter. I told her, we have to stand up for that child. And we have to let Roblox know this is not okay in any form or fashion. This is abhorrent, grotesque, and disgusting. And I'm not taking it sitting and down. I'm not going to let it just pass by, because we have had so many of these things, guys. If I were to give you the tea, I don't want to do it.
I'm just setting some of the stuff up for you guys.
I just want it to be about this, but we have had this happen so many times, and we are of privilege. I want you to think about the person, the child who isn't. So did you have anything?
Oh, yes. So another thing that was really, a lot of people in the game, they were like, it's not like this just happens once. There's a lot of incidents happen once, twice. No. This has happened multiple times. And these are games for children. And then I'm being reported for harassment, saying Black Lives Matter, where there's other people with dating games,
Shooting,
boyfriend, girlfriend, killing people.
All types of things.
And this is what.
And that's allowed. And I will say, this is the last thing to say. Guess what my child did? She didn't complain. She didn't go and harass other people and force herself on them. She didn't say, listen, you better accept Black Lives Matter or I'm gonna. She didn't come to me. She didn't tell us, her parents. You know what she said? She decided to take action. She decided to stand up for herself. She decided to be the solution and to be the change you want to see in this world. And
this is the feedback we get.
This is the feedback we get. And you got to understand that. Does it happen every time? No, but it happens so often. We actually just get used to it. We went to go she wanted a new bed. That's the last thing I'm going to say. We wanted to sell a bed for her. So we went on an app and I sold the bed. And the people were coming to pick it up. God is my witness. My husband and I looked at each other and we were saying, do you think we should go outside? And he was like, yeah, are you thinking that because if they see we're Black, they may not want to buy it? I was like, yeah, maybe we just stay inside and we'll just kind of text them and look through the blinds. He's like, yeah, that's probably better. We didn't think anything of it. We were just like, that's a normal thing. We were scared they weren't going to want it because they saw Black people own that bed. And so they want their child laying in the bed because of Black people. We don't know, but we have to think like this. I can't wear my Black Lives Matter shirt when I go out because
people will be like,
I just don't want.
Why is she wearing
I just don't have the energy for static. I don't have energy for the static. You get to a place where you're just tired of having to fight for every ounce of dignity, every ounce of success, every ounce of progress, or just being treated like everyone else. And it's people like her. We come from slaves, but it's people like her, children like her, who are creating a new history for us that we can be proud of. But what did you say? This is the feedback we get when we do those things.
It's not right. It basically said it was race discrimination. Did they not even read what I wrote? It's like...
No, they read what you wrote, and that's the thing. When they
reviewed it.
They have human reviewers who they feel
There's no
like, you
robots.
know what? Who cares? It's just another black kid, just another nappy-headed black kid. Who cares? There are nobody. But guess what, sus? I got time today, okay? I got time today because I'm sick of it. We're not just that. You know what? We nappy and we black, but you know what? We got
nappy
time.
equals happy.
That's right. And we have a platform, and we're going to use it because I know we are not the only. She's not the only child that this has happened to.
Oh, there's most worse stories than this. Trust me.
So
Worse.
what we want to do is, I don't know who needs to see this. There's a lot of big YouTubers who do Roblox, but then also there's people off of YouTube. But I don't know. Something needs to, this cannot stand.
This can't happen.
This cannot happen. This needs to be addressed today. And this is an open door for a conversation. This is an open door for change. Am I saying Roblox is the worst thing that's ever happened? Absolutely not. I'm not saying throw the whole thing away.
I know.
But what we're saying is this needs to be addressed. And this needs to be addressed swiftly and aggressively. And it needs to be swung in the other direction so that the feedback she now gets and all these kids get are positive. You were literally getting harassed for being black.
I've been harassed by people.
And cussed out. And she stands up, not negative, being nice, saying, you know what, I'm just going to stand up for myself and my friends. And they still banned her.
And the words they're using, Roblox normally does not allow that. If I even try to say dumb or something, hashtag out.
But if you're nappy headed, you're black, you're the N-word, you're a B, you say black, that's acceptable. Black lives matter, and that all lives matter, and that black lives need to matter for all lives to matter too. Oh, no. Ooh, this is political. How dare you say that? That's policy. That's all we know.
How dare you say that? That's not allowed.
And if you're offended, bye. Just leave. Leave now. I don't need you in my life. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you around. Goodbye. The door has been shut. Don't speak on me. Don't speak about me. Forget I exist. But if you are a person of any color, hopefully you can understand what we're saying. If you on any level have compassion and understanding.
It's a lady. It's one of these people.
There's enough. This is what, guys, we have a screen recording. Somebody just wrote, okay, it just disappeared. This little girl, I don't know who this is.
That's my friend.
No, this one right here walked up to them and just posted white rules. It just happened. You will see. I told her to screen record. They're at their little Black Lives Matter, her and her little friend. And while we're recording this video,
make sure you dislike.
They're telling make sure you dislike her. And they're telling it white rule. And just so you know, guys, I want to say 2 other lives matter that people are not talking about right now. Okay. Well, she just spoke her piece. My dog's life matters. And just so we can have
She just said dislike, white rule, you stink.
Listen. This little green life matters too. Can we all agree at least this little?
She just called me ugly.
Just
And look at her avatar. What is she wearing?
Just don't respond to her.
There's people like this and they wear bikinis.
So guys, there it is.
Right.
So guys, I don't need this to happen. But I need Roblox. We need to get this going. If you can, please help us. If you can share this, get it on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
This girl,
this girl's saying terrible things to her.
Ugly, dislike, you stink, white
rule.
Everybody other than me stinks, blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know how to get
Look in every single game.
I don't know how to get this to people who matter, because it seems like only bigger people who matter, if they can get a hold of something like this, then it gets addressed. So if you guys can help in any way, share this
She won't white matter, and she's talking about.
So anyway, guys, that's it. I I gotta go to the gym now. I have to go continue to live my life.
Oh,
Right?
because she's on video, she's like,
she has to go to gymnastics. I gotta go to the gym, and we still have to live our normal life while we battle. While my 10-year-old battles racism and harassment and discrimination in a Roblox.
I bet she's gonna report me for this, and I'll be banned again. Oh
Right.
well.
In this situation, she will get banned again. She will get permanently banned because
I've been banned twice before.
Yeah, so she'll get banned for this Black Lives Matter. So she will get hit again just because this girl will report her. And we have because you know what? They've already determined if you say Black Lives Matter, that's your hate.
We're
you're
not
the
just
hate
saying anything
speech.
rude to her. We're literally just saying Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, they just keep saying Black Lives Matter. And
then she's like saying bad words.
She's coming in their space.
This is a Black Lives Matter only for supporters, a safe place to chat. This is what the description says. We will put an image of what the description says up. It literally says a safe place to chat about Black Lives Matter with your other friends who believe in this.
It's important that the message gets out because every child needs to hear, every parent needs to see this so that they can understand what could be happening to your child in these games, but they don't speak about it. This could be, I know it's happening. It's happened to her friends. They're not sharing it with their parents.
Like my mom saying gets bullied about this because she's more around your skin color, but everyone doesn't think she's cool. And I'm like, what?
If you have a child, if you care about a child, if you care about this or in any way, please, I am begging you. I cannot take another layer. And like I said, there are things we have not even told you. I just don't have the energy right now to go into it. I just want to address this one thing. But we have had to deal with these things in so many ways. So we love you guys. And also, let me just show you, if you are interested in her Harriet Tubman, we have no affiliation with this store. We'll include this in here if you're interested. She
has so many different tops.
Yeah, this store has beautiful tops with Rosa Parks and people from different races, women who have achieved great things.
Ruth Bader
Ginsburg. We have all the shirts. She loves these shirts. She loves history and she loves to study those things. So we have those. So I'll put up the link just because if there's a brand or something like that trying to do something positive, we definitely will put out there. And these shirts are crazy. The artwork is like fantastic. You know, it's just gotta have it looking good. It can't just have words. I need a little design. And they delivered. So we want to support people like that.
One of the things that, you know, as Naiah's dad and her mom, we tried to teach her is just how freedom of speech is supposedly one of the core values of our country. And, you know, many people are familiar with Black Lives Matter as the organization, but obviously there's also Black Lives Matter as in the sentiment, meaning parenthetically, Black Lives Matter as well, in addition to also. So for someone to presuppose that they know where Naiah's coming from or that she's being political would basically say that they're a mind reader. And as my wife alluded to, you know, October is breast cancer awareness month. And in the NFL, they wear pink socks and pink ribbons on the helmets. And the whole country on Sunday sees a sea of pink.
As they should.
As they should. And nobody says lung cancer doesn't matter. No one says colon cancer doesn't matter. All they're saying is, in this season, we're trying to elevate the awareness of breast cancer. So I just think the messaging is just very dangerous because in a very constructive and respectful way, Naiah attempted to address this. And what are they telling her? Be quiet. Harassment. You're harassing people. So this is just very disturbing as parents. And I think my wife and daughter did an excellent job of just articulating that viewpoint.
So, all right, guys, that's it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
See you later.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.